when the user it benefits them. And gets an amount with the bank loan puts about $638 million, right? And that project is in Nigeria, the one for where the kids and partners here, you know, so that they will benefit the youth. So he explained to the managing director for the bank and the other senior officials then. He said, this is not part of President Bio. Yes, in fact, change your way and get for create a job of about 500,000. So if you bring this so come as a loan, definitely it therefore help the youth then, especially in the area of agriculture, technology, etc., etc. So that's the purpose with the body. And the overall boss in at the African Development Bank in Sierra Leone, the person of one Mr. Dr. Abdulrahman Kamara, we in Chile use expertise for make sure that this kind of project will come back in Sierra Leone. We instead be the talk, the ambassador, Alex Indomaina, Vemba Indomaina, himself talk to the bank for see how best this project will come, will help a lot of Sierra Leonean youths there. We are going to study the computer, you understand, and know savvy on the internet. You see, this kind of investment projects will help the youth then for many will to engage in a very useful development project we will help them, you understand. So, and they comment back the leadership of the bank for the good work we do they do since really appoint them and they assure them for CS. They are going for work and for see how best they will bring this project we will kind of implement them back in a ceremony. That this meeting is there for talk about.
I think it make more very timely, as Aki always say, when you talk of the Minister of Labor, Mr. Abdulman, when as Mr. Swari, most likely we call him Radu. I think a very proactive when it comes to young people and employment for empower young people. And I think the Church of Aki Serege for the for provide job employment for 500,000 youths them. And of course, I think that one of the plans the way President Bill will make very clear, for make people them we will say yes, it gets planned for young people. And across or engaging African Development Bank in New York and other partners, I'm sure not only the get so much we get other developmental partners will be the part of that particular one day. And that kind of moves their way the minister they take and in support of Commissioner Ndumaina from NACSA. Within you they foresee the future of Sigelia?
Well, let me see say yes, the future for Sierra Leone will look very bright because the government will focus for Sierra Leone for address the issues there. And that's why the ministers and really are the relevant ministries and they said we try for follow up the agenda of His Excellency the President. And that's exactly what Mohamed Ramaswamy they do. We go now internationally, you understand.
Yeah.
Try for will knock those said VCS help with the from the local ceremony. So I trust you with this, we should say yes. We therefore reaching our time.
Sure. That's a very good one. And we will come back more for maybe we will come and we will talk on this particular one, better one. Maybe in a round of message we will get for your people who really watch real life. And also we capture one very important top story we get for the construction of 12 classroom schools and they hail the cities in mining, CLA Limited. I think waiting this particular one is there for politics in terms of education.
Yes. Yeah, this is time for talk about people the mining programs and definitely the area also like the mining this will for those on the government projects then people say benefits because don't see 5 years people will go do some mining and but the people don't get the benefits. So that narrative don't they change now under this new government, you understand? They don't put things in place. So if you are investors, we they go do a big mining program like CTC, right? We will work on mining, we will look at farming, agriculture, and look at other farm activities there. And then they operate now about 14 chiefdom of local districts. So they get one school, they were near primary school, where the management of the CTC, mining company, decided for innovator also build 12 block classroom. They understand the school, they do it for the people. And
Yes,
also they make,
research.
yes, they make a furniture of them. If everything is based on the in back, school materials, school bags, book, everything. Well furnished in school and maybe the head teachers in office and the teachers in office from the school was well furnished with toilet facilities. They go all over this new school, Amafoki Children, Saturday we pass on the 20th, we most of the people they go get them, they go open the school. The the managing director for CTC, when Mr. Maki, the tell plenty thank you to the paramount chief of Mafoki Children and the people them and assure them for say yes, the care for can stay. This CTC no go just cannot go but they be are not only for help the children in the block or as well as the district beside the right. And I assure them for say yes, this is just the beginning, but with more, not be tapping on more. They also try to establish a scholarship for every guy picking when they do science for support them, you understand? It's a education and a key therefore young company ready for development. The paramount chief for my fucking children, PC by Fiancani. Second, they commend CTC, say that one of the mining companies we always listen to then the authorities in the children, tell them what they do and they do exactly. Reason for the good work and assure them for CS, give them the full support. The Ministry of Mines, EPA, NMA, they all they also praise and CTC for the good work that they do. Also, the principal for the school is that from our said we tell them plenty thank you for the good work and assure them for say we take care of the school for put them up to international standard.
Yeah.
So in the nutshell, that's the happen.
And I think all gears to supporting scaling education system.
Sure.
When President Bill came of 2018, right? I think one of the targets gave for do with free quality education. And it still match up to the five game changers we they come for the second term. And I think it's like the government gets more passion in regards to building the future we get from with young people and begin them in from that stage. So I think CTC don't champion this particular one. How you go against this particular work where they don't do in regards to development in other side, my
Well, I would say the managing director for CTC, whether Mr. Shan Maki, elect the country and elect for work with the people of Seredo. He's a one for takes are going to higher level, right? The fact that don't decide for go now to full scale mining and also they get back in agricultural issues, yes, it really work for the go for. And the school we build a quality school, they don't go build as no more.
Okay.
The because standard, you understand, well furnished, definitely it shows yes, if you are the right direction. And dream the one day, you understand, and for them, say, I want to speak towards the government of this nation for assist His Excellency the President in fabricating the Agilus Mother people.
Completing mission in assignment.
Exactly. You understand? We talk about free quality education. Self can for can assist. You understand? In other words, not to everything a government someone, but investors really can invest at the country for complement government in efforts. I think that CTC they don't do it, and that is why one for president for this to work well.
And I'm sure if other partners in the gov sector, then or governmental or non-governmental institution or organizations themselves get kind of focus or get kind of then kind of things that we do very well. I think CRL in regards to mining, this will get something really important.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So we move to another story. We also get for doing Mr. Mansour Edumboya from Kambia district. We don't call for a robust propaganda across Twitter, and we know Mansour Edumboya as a member of the Syrian People's Party.
Yeah. Honorable Masudi Kinguia, now also named Seydou, especially inside Freedom and Nigerian
All
politician,
sectors, team education.
because you don't see You understand? And you don't carry age, but it's still very active. They just win the election to the SLPP with the chairman for Western area, right? We don't win number for the second time. Well, yes. So this Pennsylvania should get about 350 PRO public relation officers then within the SLPP, they will pledge and support. So and they came with a resolution for says this time around they're ready for support. The SLPP and by extension the government of the day of His Excellency Dr. Retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio government that all which they do with the government they will try for cascade down, you understand, they put them on the various platform them, you understand. They are bloggers in the way for cascade all the information so that people will know. The other meeting in the party headquarters is being sent soon, where they send a resolution to Honorable Masoud Ibuya and also Commander for the good work himself they do and the assurance yes, this time I'm ready for support the party activities. We in the talk, Masoud Ibuya commend them, say this thing for the first time, you understand. You see them kind of the apple for say they use them, but when they let everyone come together for Trinana, or make the party look very attractive in telling yes. Therefore, make sure
So
that
the young people, you know,
yes, they see them for very proactive, make sure that they not give chance to the main opposition based upon the light really put on for men and quickly for rectifying so that the public know and by so doing the way for continue for put them into a permanent position. If you do have professionalism, get the correct facts, and commend them for the good work and assure them for serious, they will continue for the work. Then you understand that this be happen with the go the visit program with the go present this resolution program. And that is to be time for talk about you. So that in we are we go move from Kambia district to be specific, Tom called the time, but you don't be in Freetown and you don't contest in Freetown, can be member of parliament and so on and so forth. So a very pragmatic politician.
okay. I think if we see for talk about that particular Monday, the day not good enough for we, but I think we just left at that side and he has to wait in, he don't do, you know, and unfortunately kudos to them and the entire membership we the control as ahead. Well, we also then go to another story we just open it the CLN Housing Corporation don't take major there with Kanga Group don't take a major step muscle for 5,000 affordable homes. And this one becomes from satellites. But Mr. Elijah, I think he gets something for seeing you guys to this.
Yeah, to be very frank with you, housing like challenge that we constantly you understand. Yeah. Lots of people in the constraint with look at human follow and challenge it, right? So one investment don't come with the plan for catching in the reality. You understand? Where you know good meeting, right? With the Salo Housing Corporation within the in charge of for the supervise the government building the deal with the vice chairman, with Mr. Saw, the Kawa Katsugen, and the assurance of the secret plan. We'll see how best the work will be a lot of developmental projects in Sierra Leone,
Okay.
right? So it will be the leadership, Mr. Uh, Munda Sani, we in the general manager for Salon, right? We with the deputy Mr. Manuel Tomi, they explain the proposal that yes, we want to operate. We also operate in Niamey, okay, in South Africa, we need a lot of construction we need. Yes, and it's like follow up this is not the first step is the intention of the salon, and then we look at salon, then we see so the army work we don't do na Niamey, you understand? And we see the government projects it, see how best they work for target. It's an Macedonia, they don't show any places there to say they get for him, they have 5,000 houses there, so yes. Na different side there na the country so that the way for him that individual benefits. Yeah. And they tell him, let it take it this time around for the safe one for contribute towards the socio-economic development of this nation. Your housing is very important. You understand? So that needs to be a type of talk about how this company, okay, we can for can help the people in for see how best they go for help salons so that they go for get housing facility, affordable houses. And that is the type of talk about.
I think this is a welcoming news for Sierra Leoneans and because for Freetown, especially the challenges for us is somehow not the other of the day. Every day there are challenges. But um, one for say kudos to them, plenty thinking, and we expect hands that right?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So we move to another story we get from it, the Sierra Leone Maritime Administration. We don't commemorate 48 um,
One,
World Maritime Day. And this will become what's from the satellite newspaper. I think we still do
yeah,
satellites for now.
yeah, the story try for talk about the Salo Maritime Administration with the headquarters in government WAF, right? While the visitors will be passed through, they celebrate the 48th World Day Maritime Day.
Yeah.
When they join other continents all over the world for celebrating the importance of Maritime Day. And that occasion will take place at the time the head office will get the government ministers then, all the government partners then, all the cars sent to me for car discussing the importance of that day. And the guest speaker will be the acting minister of transport vision, Alex Bonafa, right? Where in the top part of the program, the Director General for the Sierra Maritime Administration in the person of Dr. Daniel Katibi to talk about the importance of maritime. You understand? We very important
Yeah,
how we
that's
deal about
leadership
leadership.
development.
Exactly. Talk about the economic development, you understand? Talking about the ocean, so on and so forth. The talk says is provide will make a lot of events and Salon will play a very important role under the maritime administration. And say they don't get linked with other countries then, you understand? Like Ghana, Nigeria, and they cooperate for see how it's okay with the maritime. And not happening more, not only for people, they're also concerned about the welfare of the the seafarers that we recruit for make sure that they explain to them and conduct trainings. I think some time ago, last week, we talk about the now, where they about 45 of the staff they train them on communications, how for rescue and for events, sea disasters, all into the and also we talk about the importance of the economic value where the maritime association income Italian plenty thinking is that Explorer Fabrics also talk about the development where maritime they bring and we don't sign agreement with other international partners for make sure that the maritime will benefit the people of Sierra Leone as CC a part of His Excellency the President. In that they foresee that the maritime themselves contribute greatly to the social economic development. We talk say about nearly about 12% now they contribute by the GDP. Okay. We said we talk the board share Honorable Ginsu Myers, he said talk about the importance of the maritime and talk how the Sierra Maritime Administration herself will contribute towards the economy of this nation. In a nutshell, a lot of people then they get the importance of the Sierra Maritime Administration, the role they play in the country with regards to the 48 Maritime Day.
Okay.
And
I
that is
think you able to summarize them well. We first itself we not able to get access to the newspaper, we will understand within exactly is it here for tell you what. And I think if I you don't take it time, I think with the responsibility we yourself now you hold this way the playing you guys to saying a better one on development. You know, we all get to root for play. So we'll continue with the program as we also did talk about I think now they shift to a political angle now. We don't see JFK don't launch push must go, you know, and it comes from the Future newspaper. I think it gets some kind of very important message or something we this is careful with it.
Yeah, thank you very much. JFK, when I Joseph Kamara, short people they call that JFK. Of course, Obama will say in the household name, right? Naman, when a strong member of the All People Congress, and they were one of the flag bearers in the forefront. When you talk about the flag bearers,
For the All People's Congress.
exactly. But they don't focus, yes, now on the attention for say that push must go
Because of waiting
because of they don't see the kind of problem the way we manage the encounter as a result of this. So me as a politician, they focus your attention for see how we say go contribute, you understand? How for minimize or for put an end so that the young man they also don't know for waste their life. And they come up with the campaign says push must go. We don't embark on various areas that people they consume the push different parts and
And
filter
to be safe, to
we
be
people
safe.
talk to them, you understand, and they advise them, you understand, and talk about the dangers of this, and they are there for supporting them. Then they also go back to the rehabilitation center beside and they cure them, you understand, give support and talk to them and say, yes, enough is enough, you understand, this thing for so focus the attention for that. Then all and they appeal to everybody, you understand, not only the government, you understand, but every year, I don't know, one way or the other, they all for countries time around, they'll stop this year soon because you don't discover for say most of the young man they lost their life, you understand? So no just also as a nation, you understand? We know
Something they go
you
wrong
know
there.
they also not come follow so we can help. Things like that, this in campaign we die for the about talk about process. The push must go.
Yeah, I think this like I don't know how for call them a shared responsibility. We all get to go for play. You know, we also see a lot of prominent people, stakeholders, and social media influencers. They talk on the same thing. So I think getting this kind of idea done shows say really then get Mr. JFK gets a very important thing or a kind of plan for Sierra Leone one. And if you want to understand it, one of the key things we're looking for focus on people is young people. So if the young people, their life, they go in a way, we know they tell well, we know they get no positivity they bring for in the country. I think it's very, very timely for make they come up with shots and we appreciate for that particular one. But how this could also sound to the young people themselves, where they declare for faithful or advocate for making things they are done. But remember also, say will not get push tree so we also they ask a question.
Well, to be very frank with you, I think it's our responsibility of all citizens. We determine our duties of don't see now the changes of wetin dey affect him colleague now. You see that they read and they tell them, you understand. So necessary for take upon themselves because they know himself and not be party. Because if you take I get for a lot of the power, then many they all the
And
was
life,
very
life
yeah,
something you see.
people will be very country they work and they go about it themselves. But now only one place and then for work are very effectively because of the effect of the push when you take yes. So it don't affect them, they don't get a lot of so they affect them from move from one place to another. So we believe for say therefore listening to the advices we people they give them and I feel say yes, this campaign where GFK undertakes so I think say they are the right direction to say yes, then honestly, you know, just as politicians, therefore concerned about the welfare of the people there. And targeting those also say yes, they let the policy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's how the very good way get for doing the good and bad of Mama Salim. Yeah. So plenty thank you for that particular one day. We don't see over 80,000 Sierra Leoneans then don't get HIV AIDS. HIV AIDS positive. And I think the National AIDS Secretariat World Director General, I think he be able to tell you about this particular thing really happened way now 80,000 Sierra Leoneans. So imagine it's a large story.
Yeah. The Director General for the National AIDS Secretariat, Mr. Abdulrahman C. Don't talk see there are about 80,000 Sierra Leoneans, man as well as woman. they get the heat. Now as we talk, so they live it up, you understand? You see, this very also issue, you understand, the world for concern, and you see how honest we for try for say that we come out from this secure, right? Because we tell when if you don't see exactly.
Yes, sir.
So talk this the international power press conference we explain to the media and also talk about the strategic plan for the national secretariat where the other planning to start from the year 2026 to year 30 where they try to see that about 95% of Sierra don't much about the HIV. You see, but this we not for just so no more. We therefore go all out for see our best. We will try for nice spread of HIV AIDS, right? And we talk a lot of things that we don't affect young man concerning about this HIV and AIDS. And we talk about how they get support, see that challenging. But also talk about for now you see, the United States government will be the support the now to not cut off now. Now only about 40% when they get. You understand? Say all that in a challenge.
Serious challenge. Yeah.
Exactly, you understand? Because they get the kind of support when they get before. And also some people in like will give some um alarming reports for say so the HIV is on board, which of course is not correct. See, any person forgive them for come to them for many to be fine. Not just much longer about 2%, so percent. Therefore, very fine because they are the in charge. So it's therefore give all the advices to talk about how people for very mindful about this disease. So in a nutshell, that's what we try for give an update. Yeah.
Okay. I think this gets a lot of impact because imagine Sierra Leone 80,000, not so like when you say 8 people, and I think the young people, or can I say Sierra Leoneans, they at risk, we all they at risk because you can't tell because we're in the midst, but I think I don't know what you will recommend because the government of Salon and other partners, developed sectors, and they were listening for steadfast for able address this particular thing. And imagine 80,000, Mr. Laji.
Well, this is very worrisome, but we all have to come together and very mindful.
Yeah.
Where you for always very be careful before you use protective sex so that you not go be involved. You understand? Because now always able to get the spread of HIV and AIDS. And some people don't get affected and not even know and they go for test. Because now when you go on test, they will know your status. See? So we play on the people are very be careful how they go about life.
Thank you so much. And I think Answer for Dynamically always they will now updates, taking different stories from different newspapers for making a way to understand. And I think it makes sense when you said came because of the program we said consent settings selling number 080220098. Or you can comment also on our Facebook page and other things like YouTube, TikTok, and many others where yourself will follow up and learn in regards to within the app now of alcohol as well. And we then move to another stories, Mr. Lajwe from his NAXA. So NAXA will provide income, that is money or capital support to 20,000 poor households there. Now, this is for 2026. Awareness time we will capture this platform.
Yeah, this story talk about so relax for providing good support to 20,000 poor households inside 2026. This that where we will discuss when they will talk about the financial budget for the year 2026. Then we talk about the plan for sure. Then
Plans,
the plan is about 20,000 poor households. Then begin money for take care of themselves with the understand across the country. They will do 20,000. each one of them about the 20,000 question for give so what's your slot to. When the talk is about the budget here, we dey carry on at the Ministry of Finance, we NASA and Federal Union Budget to talk about that. And we need to talk the Senior Director for Program Equality Assurance, when Dr. Susan Roberts, the outlined the commission, how they also implement this multiple donor back projects and alongside the government funded scheme. This includes about 251.93 billion. Sierra Leone also to continue the driven development project supported by the Islamic Development Bank and the 42 million conducting social safety for the youth empowerment projects within the finance by the World Bank. Both the targets the vulnerable and particularly the women and youth. Dr. Roberts, he talks inside 2025, NAPS are launching about 8,000 young people in the rural community with 4,000 when they could use business plan to gain financial literacy. We also talk about plan the NAPS are get for Southwest, then therefore improve their own socio-economic development of each nation in terms of the economy. You understand? So now all this is there for talk about project here in it where NAPSA will give an update.
Of course, NAXA will know them for, you know, implement the five game changers of the president's bill. Because then are the responsibility for make sure say all the promise we make the 2023 election and make for making come into reality. So we just also put one story we get for the week's NAPSA commissioner, Mr. Laji, and this particular one also the church honey office. So then particular moves there, that's like how we will great in Canada from the leadership and being so creative in issues that to address.
Well, His Excellency the President not be make a mistake. We take Ambassador Ernest Bemba in minor Fulana China, where I be the ambassador in then he gonna come as alone because Ambassador Ernest Bemba is minor calling development specialist. Understand? That's his specialization. He do it and come, we see the improvements we're going to take place in NAS. Now, sorry, in NAS, because the man not to share no more commissioner. I'm out there on the field. If you go on the ground and see how the people they operate, listen to the people and to the ordinary people and see the challenges and what they encounter and try for see how they solve the problem. So far, so good. It's everyone contribute greatly. Not only no more to the people who benefit, but even the staff they do really work and that's that then that's naturally most development in our really good. Everybody is glad for work because they will say yes at the end of the month when they work and they realize something. It's all not because of this manual initiative. So one for million for the good work.
Yes, and we'll continue for motivator, even for the inspire them more into the way we take up the stories because we self get good for play. Media people them. Of course, not I know them for this particular one. It's the first time this. I remember we would Gambia, something like this we happen where they give cash to people and ageable young people and also. So I think a very good move and we don't see the impact really good. We also dey go to the new National Petroleum Series. See it don't play with fresh ideas to make in the record or at least the expenses there at the fourth with the regulator at the fourth meeting they get.
Yes, this doing the time for talk about the new chief, yeah, chief executive officer for the Seattle National Petroleum. Okay, we will go back. So the Director General for the National Petroleum Regulatory Agency. Okay, we go back again because we don't make now as you know managing director for MP. If you go to your boss with the regulatory with the national National Petroleum Regulatory Agency, the boss when Dr. Balua Koma. So he go pay a visit na Tower Hill near British Council office. Because the agency in their office, they really regulate all the fair activities there. They welcome am because Mr. Mohammed S. Kanu, when no managing director for NPA, amount of the vast idea inside this system because we run it for the petroleum for nearly over 20 years. Yes, a lot of experience, both in Sierra and outside Sierra Leone, you understand? You don't get the expertise, you know, Ivy Coast, the Gambia, Guinea, now they don't call her back for the Ghana and Sierra Leone, can take over. So get lots of experience. But we talk to the managing director and the CEO of National Petroleum Regulatory Agency in the best of Mr. Balua Kumar. He say he wants a lot of improvements because the government now the regulation it's my time that time go for regulate all the activities then. He say before it needs to work outside and compare with your kind of we don't see a lot of improvements we do not do and they appreciate them for see our best and way for regulate the petroleum industry. He says get a vast idea we know you can bring all the idea in you work with the agency for see how best and for improve the petroleum products in our country as to tell them plenty thank you and assure them for years. We continue for work with them and the office always open for ready for receive them for many to see our best thing.
And get a working relationship
Exactly
because
brother.
na like way I dey say twin them the one no dey function well without another.
Yeah.
You know, so I think cordial relationship or the working relationship not too bad. And if I from the platform that like the wire
Yeah.
we every day. So I think Mr. Bangwa right we na the commissioner or head for in regards to the National Petroleum Regulatory Agency.
Yeah.
So I think they're very good. Anytime they you know. And the Sierra Correctional Service project projected 325,000 reserves of financial in 26. So I think the Sierra Correctional Center will present the project. So it's there for the dates that we they don't plan for 2026. So it's allergic waiting you get for saying us to this.
Yes, this is time for talk about the Sierra Correctional Service. We don't just say they need about 325 billion euros. And millions are 325 million for the financial year 2026. Yes, because the talk this talk here soon and the budget hearing. We say all the government ministries, departments and agencies go, yes, all man they go defend himself about how they want for one
The next.
yes, then company which supposed to do, you understand? So where the several correctional services from rejecting amount also because they get a lot of billing projects every day on one form that take or only form that take like they get the administrative billing in Panama or any possible they go and name that billing. You will see opposite in our get a big billing. We will be there for complete.
So, yeah,
If you go back now Waterloo, you understand, and then get another center in Genial, then you get about 50. If you go now for long, you understand, and they retire for the fencing, okay, and then Genial, so that outside of just for security purposes. Again, a lot of things will be retire for also for improvement on the agricultural farming because they're not discovered for sale. Most of the Nigerian acts from government and a lot of you understand where government is there for imports, you understand, I guess and the country. But then we says if they get all the required facility, you understand, for the farming, you understand, and it needs to be able to produce more, you understand, so that they can for feed themselves. Right. So these are some of the things that we the Director General Holland Joseph Senesi be the outline during the budget hearing to see how best they will able for won the Sierra Leone Correctional Service. And they tell everybody for CS, every Sierra Leonean, they say, your second home can be prison.
Sure.
So therefore, for me, the prison is very attractive. They get everything we need so that in case you get for OD, you understand, and you will also feel at home, you understand. So then you try for all the things you forget, many get some for good everything because these are some of the people when you discourse the native trip, when the deputy minister also for deputy minister for China affairs where Mr. Moriba Rema himself will talk about support for Siam Refugees to the Sierra correctional plans because they play a very vital role in the country for finding their all it takes so that they go for one the policing very effectively and that's therefore
I think this also, like for example, like way the sale will come out from force to good, go to the kind service, you know. And these are people, these are institutions, they really very, very important, you know, because I'm sure any country, even God will make we input law. Now where Adam not follow to law make in cinema, you know. I mean, yes, because it do all, you know, but we also see leader way also very creative, you know, and I think it very much time for making present short and a kind of platform for make they even know with everything on plan, with they don't do first, you know, you get for report. So I think it make more sense. And we also the Zero Correctional Center, as we don't know them, we will continue to do what they do.
sure we expect them to do more because the leadership of the as Director General, the President of Mr. CDC, they also concerned about the welfare of the prison officers then, and also the image, you understand, so that they will for the work very effectively. As long as they get the support from the government, they're ready for the work effectively.
Thank you so much. And from this we go now outside by Google, you know, Roland Hajj was nothing wrong and it comes from Global Times newspaper. I think you get more info say in regards to this particular one.
Well, this is a short comment we try for talk about um had was with a businessman where he said don't contribute greatly towards the socio-economic development of nation, especially in the area of building materials, where you know, sell for many, many, many years, you understand? So get a company, organ the company, this one the company be approached for get a land, right? The state land where at the state and be sell their this land, they buy this one at 200,000 United States dollar. Contrary to that, so other people say, no, this is a Muslim land, that people dey get this land and they didn't really understand. But if we follow the procedure, instead like where uh, Muslim, we dey observe some of the Islamic principles and doctrines that we dey pray. So not do anything wrong. Do you understand? So they go buy the land, but before that, they do due diligence, make sure that the laws and do check proper one from the government side to the Minister of Lands and Gardens cover for serious United States land. You understand? In other words, you know, those capsules no more. You understand? Or use it because you say get money, no, we follow the procedure, you understand?
Sure.
So buy the land, you understand? After you buy the land now, you have for that, a lot of people they can and some all kinds of and so on and so forth, you understand? But hard power makes sure that follow the due process, you understand? So nothing, you know, the one contrary to some people they try for talk. You understand? You don't do all investigation and you know there's waiting you will do at the right cost.
And
So
that's all.
you know the one talks now that is good.
I think it's very important most times let we also declare the media, you know, the media, right? The air, you know, because there are certain things where they are, even with me, if I not talk, people not going to understand what it is I'm telling them to be or it's but it's fine for me to also really care because we get responsibilities. Trying steadily. Yes, we see the Peace Commission don't take a walk for peace on this day. Mr. Laji. And this one be all over the
Yes, this the way they talk about the Peace Commission work for peace on peace days. I think the peace day can be set aside either the 25th of September, we observe National Peace Day. So for celebrating, they will do a peace walk where you get the military.
demonstration.
Yes, you get the military, Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, the Sierra Leone Police, the National Fire Brigade, to begin them, you understand, they all start for march from Upgon till they come western, that roundabout. They can discuss about the peace, very important. And also, not only one of each one they do this peace march, but they are across the country. You go to the east, second, and they go and in Abu, you go to the north, west, and second, go for you always here for see how best and therefore every people then you understand what we're talking about this. As he says, I don't know now we count number five. And the whole world, 7. He also says, if I follow who said means because you work freely. Then it's also one for good. You understand? Some other countries then,
No fet.
yes, not outside the way it goes, you understand? And he therefore tell you goodbye. So you don't know to take, you know, will come back.
Sure.
So you have to go inside, therefore tell you love one side, they come while you go to society. Maybe in the last talk that we talk with
Sure.
it's in the past. So we tell God thanking us, I don't, he said, we follow celebrate. You understand?
We are peaceful and
Because we are very peaceful.
very peaceful.
East Africa, and then we number 5 when they check, right?
Sure.
So the whole world is dealing with 57. Terrible thinking.
Sure.
Up
Out
to,
of how many countries?
yeah, over 190 countries there. You see, we got 57. You also say, but East Africa, you can number 5.
Imagine
Let's see.
with
So,
all the issues we have.
yeah, I don't know the importance of that. First, you travel, go from one meeting to another, then see how it's live. Then that's a level of appreciate for say yes, you okay, I don't have very peaceful country.
Even for the celebrates, sometimes,
Exactly.
because to make we reach a different milestone, then it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult, hard times. Like one, me will make you always tell me, say we want for succeed, we follow the right path. You see, there is no competition, you know, and you get for make sure say you stand for what you stand for, and then you create impact in your life. So I think the Peace Commission themselves do very well for make this particular day a remarkable and for giving a reminder to say we all get responsibility for the country is still one safe. And for if you see the country they okay, it's safe, that means we see remains are very safe. 'Cause if not, we are not safe. And like we forbid if I will not forbid even there they discuss. So I think it's very important. So Mr. Raji, we also talk about the SAL post with managing director with attend Universal Foster Union Congress where this will take place in Dubai.
Yeah. This the upside for tell for the circles really in charge. They move on despite the challenges they get for the part of the international global world, the UP Circles Union, where this BNTM should invite the managing director for Circles, Mr. Basi Kata, we will take part in Dubai and share experience and the immediate sign the memorandum in the presence of Sierra Leone Ambassador Rashid Sisi. We witnessed that signing ceremony and during the meeting, we therefore present the challenges that we Sierra Leone face and therefore explore for other investors that may can invest in the Sierra Leone Coastal Union and for see how best that we improve the South Coastal country. We really explain about Sierra Leone or deals them where we face. So it's not easy, but they try their level best for when we improve South Coast. So that meeting we talk about where we own that general so in Wakadi and take part in the conference.
So make we end this particular one for this week. From the stories that we get, we don't see nursing course, the law establishment, nursing course, now one college, and this college we for do with a college of technology and um, program. Anyways, the salary will tell us more about this particular one.
Well, this college, one of the new Islamic college we did, na, since by crafty, they call Ahmad Ali College of Technology and Professional Course. We then we open this college here soon. And the great behind this college, there were Islamic scholar, a now Islamic scholar in the person of Dr. Al-Haji Muhammad Abdul Sharif, we then we open this college and then we study na the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, na one college called King Muhammad University. In fact, that is where most of the college study from high school till you give PhD in Islamic Dawah, right? With a very brilliant man and not forgetting country from the Ahmad Ali organization, you understand, Islamic organization, say former not to the college. And the college really operate for the past years, but the PNTM also now, the government through the Ministry of Higher Education, tertiary education, they don't give the approval. They won't watch the college for something now they can establish in nursing. You understand? Because once you say yes, also everybody people forgo at the college of medicines. You understand? One of the same requirements that we forget. We gonna have college in now college of medicine and same that requirement for them gonna mad at the college. They don't check them properly, one they don't get all the what lecturers in and don't put
When
everything
they
in place.
qualify.
Yes, it's in college, you don't get everything to say you practical, you understand where they for teaching. So this is a new initiative. Of course, they get finance and business and accounting, they get Islamic studies. We didn't teach you much about Islamic studies. They teach you about the Arabic language and they get students to look more from different countries then and neighboring countries. They all in that colleges, then they try and level best. So this is an opportunity for anyone for nursing, you understand? The people that are mad at the they are all what to take from making the for acquire against you um national higher certificate, then with national diploma and HND, the higher
Different courses.
different courses then, you understand? So now that is really type of talk about or say mad at the College of Professional and Technology Studies to go establish another course with a nursing course where we know how to take advantage of who they will find out exactly where they start. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's get for roundup, but before we go, I just want to take some few comments in, and we don't reach win at the program. This one say kudos to the team. Um, we are very proud of Amsufo. And also, this particular one, the text message from the inbox say plenty thank you. Of course, Mr. Gado Soare, with the Minister of Labour and Social Security, run the group much more well and for make each and every group follow to meeting president we will plan for a country for provide job for 500,000 young people. Mr. Laji, you think say this particular one now reality or how we go rate am from 1 to 10? Okay, I think this man dey ask a question, and this other one they say NAXA don't they do well, and we don't dey see the kind of impact they don't dey do, and for make the even think what we people let where they now have to reach communities. I think we need for celebrate NAXA for the good work where they do. And this one not putting them, I just see number, and this other one say please answer for radio una also think about the issue that really happen na future we not we not good for we Sierra Leone. when I pass the message, as we know now, for credible messages or information, people them don't they get one habit really they do for cold or in a tweet, and most of the places there don't they get bad smell. So please not pass this one to the Freetown City Council and to the partner or people them way involved for take care of them particular things today. So I think these are just short text messages to get for Mr. Alaji much more than maybe if you look on the youth empowerment, I mean the youth employment way the facility for some.
Yeah, well, I want to thank the people in Agege. It's a clear indication for say, as soon as we follow up with, because from the questions or the comments that we come, shows say yes, one of the listening attentively, one for two, plenty thinking. Now, talking about the Minister of Labour, we know the move for see that um, we get young man where they get a job, see, on this computer, internet, well, they don't almost they succeed now because you don't go to Nigeria. You say Nigeria, then say, when they pada budget, we need about $638 million budget. Yes, for the content creators, then people in the way for the development, way for the things about technology, you know, about agriculture and so on and so forth. So you also say yes, that budget will work fine in Nigeria. So the only the naps about so can be account for the people quit that budget then we come back and say, you know, we benefit free. And the managing director we did it for the Development Bank, the African Development Bank, and Saloma, Dr. Kamara. You know, talk to them for see how there's the way for helping us. So we believe say with time, now we see that project they will come. One for each of the seven and the ministers take advantage of the situation for that development with the benefits and all. Yeah, so the time for talk about. Thank you.
Okay, I think one of the bottom line we also want for draw your attention from with our first we as citizens who take ownership of programs that we don't do. I mean, the better things they will do, they happen development because you know we see government, so any international organization can be relevant to school like your area. But I want to say we will take care of that particular one. I think that will be a challenge for Sierra Leone and then Mr. Raji. Maybe that will be your last word where you will send out to people for sustainable development.
Yeah, when we talk about sustainable development, that we all as responsible Sierra thing, we all for come together, we support the government of the day and also look for the investors that we will come for KFT for see that we will achieve the aspiration. For all this well program, only try forget this, we let myself because you know go find we will not try forget this in our country until we reflect itself and so on and so forth. Then it will make the investors will be carried away. What we say is to all come together, definitely will address the issues and we will for success succeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lachi Saidu Kamara, a veteran journalist, like you said, mean, not a call up veteran journalist, in a very, 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 very productive journalist, and the kind of work that we can do, really give more service to humanity. And that's, I believe, as a young person, you know, we all get to go for play. Let me take you for that particular one day. And Fambu, they are the stories they will take for this particular week. Of course, the book will not take all, you know, but these are the ones where hands of hope wants to make you get access to learn and understand within the apple. So that help us not go like how you say now this then say oh, you know, but you don't get the correct information. Continue for following at Hands of Hope Radio, FM 100.5, the Human Radio, on Facebook. Then also, we are online TV. You can follow me at TikTok, YouTube, and other social media handles them. We Hands of Hope, they create a platform for me. And I think, plenty thank you to the people and also we don't comment, we don't follow the program. For TVC, yes, we really create impact and I think Sierra Leoneans are well informed when are we on responsibility. Let me thank you to the team, Boss Dezo and Boss Dominic, we help with for make una see this particular program live without no issues. And unfortunately, plenty thank you to them for the hard work and to the entire management and staff for Fans of Hope Radio, including the CEO, Winner Madam Mariama Kaifona, and Mr. Joseph Fona. Unfortunately, plenty thank you for now. And maybe I will see Tata Maybe host the program. Mina, I'm looking to. Bye bye.